Hey guys, this is Rene. Welcome back for another video on this channel. It's the 1st of April and this is not an April's Fool's joke, but this is the summary of the performance of my live trading account, the streaming account of the month March 2025.
This video is presented by BM Trading. Learn to code your own expert advisors. Link in the description.
And what can I say? Things are on the first view not looking very good. I think the month was very negative. We will have a look at the analysis in a second. I didn't do this until now, so we can do it together. But yeah, as always, I try to put things into perspective, and it's definitely by far not as bad as the comments on the stream suggest, because the comments are usually a little bit over dramatic, and of course at this point it is not dramatic at all. So let's have a look at what's going on in the account. Current equity is 16,500 as this point when I record the video, and let's have a quick shuffle through the major indices that I trade here, and we can easily see if we move out of the picture a little bit, and if we search like for the beginning of March, which was, I don't know, somewhere here, yeah, we can say for sure that the indices were going down. Like here, for example, we are looking at US Tech, which lost in the last month around 6%, and from the all-time high we are down around 13% now, which is of course not a major drawdown for a stock market index, but it's also not a sideways market. We are definitely in a small downtrend, and the future will tell if this downtrend will go on or if it will reverse. I don't know these things. I'm just trying to trade, but I'm not trying to predict the market. And later in this video I can also lose a few words on why I think that the account is still in a perfectly fine condition. But let's have a look at the other indices. Here also we can see, when we have a look at US 30, I don't know where exactly the beginning of the month was, but we lost around 3% also in US 30, and from the high I think it's also, oh no, it's not even 10%, it's like 6% or a little bit more in US 30. And the last stock market index that I trade is DE40, which was actually the most stable one by far. But now also from the high, we lost around 5%. And I think if I try to find the beginning of the month, it was somewhere here, I think, yeah, from the beginning of the month, the DE40 was kind of stable and just lost 1.5%. So this I would not consider really as a downtrend. But yeah, in the US markets, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's a little bit more than just a normal sideways market, and we are definitely going down a bit, especially in US Tech. So what's the problem with this? The problem is that I have a lot of strategies, especially the go long strategy, and then also the turnaround Tuesday strategy, and these strategies can only place long trades, can only take long trades in the indices. So if indices go down, the strategy will lose money. There's no other option. There's not the possibility that the indices go down and the go long strategy makes profit. It does not exist. It's not how the strategy works, and therefore I'm personally not surprised that the account is in a drawdown. It's just the logical conclusion or aftermath of what happened in the indices. So for this reason, it's totally fine, and I honestly do not care if I lose money with the go long strategy in these periods, because I want to play the long game, and I assume, or my plan with this, of course, is that in the long run indices should go up. So if there's a temporary small drawdown of 10 or 20% in indices, which is, of course, it is actually a small drawdown. It's not 50% or something, which can also happen, and it happened before. So this is why at this point there's no need to panic, and I'm completely calm with this drawdown. The only problem that I really see is if this is for the go long strategy. I don't care if the go long strategy loses money, because I think in the long run, if the indices or the economy recovers, the strategy should also recover. It's a little bit different with the turnaround Tuesday strategy, because the turnaround Tuesday strategy only enters positions on Mondays. So here I could, in the long run, definitely lose money if the strategy opens positions on Monday, and then Monday and Tuesday is negative, then I will lose money. And if the index then recovers on Wednesday till Friday, I'm not invested with the turnaround Tuesday strategy. So that's what is actually causing harm to the account if the turnaround Tuesday strategy loses. So this is my thinking. And we also had this, like there was a very big losing day, I think was last week. Yeah, I found it here. So you can see this is the 10th of March. I lost a lot in US Tech and US 30. And this is with the turnaround Tuesday strategy. This is a very bad scenario for the account, because this money is not recovered if the market just goes up again, because this was a turnaround Tuesday trade, or both of these trades were turnaround Tuesday trades. So this is not easily recovered if the market goes up on Wednesday till Friday, and therefore these trades really hurt the account. But yeah, on the other hand, there's not a lot I can do. Just take the loss and go on as always, I would say. But yeah, let's have a look at how the strategies in general performed in the month of March. And for this reason, of course, we need to have a look at the Trade Buddy tool, which is my trading journal that I coded, and you can download it for free. You will find the link in the description of this video. And if we have a look at the graph, we can see everything here is based on the deposit of 50,000 euro that I did not made totally, because I'm using the leverage in this account, but I'm trading this account like a 50k account. This is what I always said in the beginning, and therefore this performance here is based on the 50k account, and also the drawdown numbers here are based on the 50k account, or the actual balance that was the highest before the drawdown happened. And if we have a look at this, we can see that the overall drawdown is in fact very small. And we can see here the maximum drawdown was 14,000, and in percent, I don't know if the calculation here is correct, because in percent it's 15%, 14,000. Oh yeah, I think because the equity was a lot higher at this point. Yeah, I think it should be correct. So right now we are still in the biggest drawdown that this account has ever seen. And yeah, that's how it is. But still, the account is in profit by a very, very good amount. And do not forget that I made a 25,000 euro withdrawal already from this account. So even if this account is pretty much at my deposit level again, I deposited 15k in this account at the beginning, but then there was a lot of profit and I withdrew 25,000. So yeah, for this reason the account is still in a very good spot, and it's super healthy at this point. In the drawdown that we see right now, it is definitely a drawdown. It is the biggest drawdown, but it's not a like dramatic drawdown for the account. It's like if you decide to trade and you cannot take a 15% drawdown, yeah, then maybe trading is not for you. And yeah, so let's have a look at the actual performance for the last month. 2025 3-1, 2025 3-31. So if we just filter the last month, we can see there was a loss of 8,760 in the last month. And if we now go through the strategies, we will see also where this is coming from. So let's start with the go long strategy, and this will definitely show some losses. So we do see 2.7k lost in US 30. Let's go to US Tech, should be even more. Yeah, we see 4.4k lost in US Tech. Then let's go to D40, should also be a loss, not as big as the other ones. Just 350 lost in D40, kind of stable actually. And let's go to the turnaround Tuesday next. And here we had this very dramatic day that I just showed before. And this is also what is Oh, we had another very bad day actually in US 30. So overall, this strategy lost 840 here. And in US Tech, I think it should be even more. Yes, it is even more. It's 1,500 lost in Turnaround Tuesday strategy in US Tech, and the DE40 did not have a trade. So in general, we can say the Turnaround Tuesday strategy performed like this is an actual problem. I tried to explain it before because this is not like the go long strategy that is always invested, but this is really like realizing the profits long term. Like if I lose money with the Turnaround Tuesday strategy and the indices do not recover over, or if the indices recover over time, I'm not making back these losses as I would with a go long strategy. So that's actually bad. But let's have a look at the range breakout strategy that I trade in US 30. And it generated a small profit of 260. I do trade this in DE40. So here it was not opening any trade. Then we have USD Japanese yen, small profit, more or less break even. Then we have Euros dollar. There were a lot of trades actually and generated another loss. 450. Then we have GBP US dollar, generated a loss of 100. And then we have gold. Gold generated another profit. Gold is just so freaking stable. So this was for the month of March 2025. So let's have a look at like the long-term performance of all of these strategies to, again, let's put it a little bit into perspective because we don't want to look at small periods of time like a month, but instead we want to have a look at the long-term performance. And we can see the gold, the range breakout strategy in gold is just performing very good, around 14.5k profit. Then if we go for the range breakout EA and GPUS dollar, I think this is negative. Yeah, it's definitely negative. Very negative at this point. 2k lost. Euros dollar I think is similar. 500 lost. Then we have USD Japanese yen. This could be profitable at this point, and it is 1.8k. Then we have DE40 range breakout EA. This is negative, I think. Yeah, but not a lot. Then we have range breakout EA in US 30, and this is, I think, also still negative, but not a lot. Then we have a look at the Turnaround Tuesday strategy. This is very interesting to me now over the whole period in DE40, and there was no trade in March, so this is still profitable, 1.3k in profit. Then US Tech, this is very interesting now. Yeah, because before the month of March, this strategy was in profit quite a lot. I think, and now, the last month was just very, very bad for this strategy. Actually, kind of dramatic drawdown here. So now it's negative by over 600 USD or euro. Actually, it's a euro account. And in US 30, we see the exact same picture. This is also overall negative now because of the last months. So let's go to the last strategy, go long strategy. And I think even though the last month was not positive, overall we are still very good with the go long strategy. Yeah, if we have a look at D40, which was in the last 2 or 3 months, was just super strong, this index, and we see a lot of profit here, 9k in the go long strategy. And then US Tech had a drawdown in the last months, but overall is still in profit, 3.7k. And we have US 30 with the go long strategy, which is also a little bit more or less break even. But yeah, so the long-term performance, in my opinion, it shows very clearly that even though the last month was of course bad and we see a little bit of a drawdown right now in the account, but yeah, if we have a look at the long-term performance, it's not a problem at all. It's really a joke of a drawdown and is nothing to be worried about. Like this can definitely go on for like the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years even. Like there could be a sideways market in the indices for the next 3 years. It could be negative for the next 3 years. And if this happens, then of course I will be worried about the account, but not after 1 or 2 bad months. So if you're also in a small drawdown now, yeah, do not be afraid. This is completely normal in trading. It's no need to worry about anything. And the most important thing is that you do not over leverage, because in periods where everything is going good, we tend to be very optimistic, and we think we kind of cracked the code. We are super profitable traders. We only make profit. But this is something that will also shift very quickly or turn around if we're in a drawdown period, because then it will become our mindset will shift so quickly in a drawdown, and we become negative then, and therefore it is so important in my opinion that you do not over leverage. Because if I would over leverage this account, and to be honest, I'm not trading small risk here, so this is definitely a considerable amount of risk that I trade in this account, but I'm not like going extremely crazy with the leverage. And this is what I can recommend to everyone, because in drawdown periods like this, I can now stay completely calm, and I'm super chill, because this drawdown is just like 15k or so from the highest point. But if I would have taken the double amount of leverage, for example, it would be 30k. So this is always why we should stay humble when we are in a period of a lot of winning trades. When we have a winning streak, we should not go crazy and increase the risk, because drawdowns like this, they will always happen in trading, and it's completely normal. And if you do not over leverage, it's not a problem at all. Like for me, I do not change anything. I just trade normally, or the programs just trade normally. I don't make a single change here, because I don't have to. Everything is completely according to plan. I try to explain a little bit why the go long strategy lost. It's because of the indices. It's easily explained. And yes, of course, the turnaround Tuesday loss, it is a little bit unfortunate. It was bad luck maybe, I don't know. But things like this happen, and since I'm not going completely crazy with the leverage in the turnaround Tuesday strategy, it is not such a big problem that at this point I have to change something or panic completely. And yeah, so if you are also in a drawdown, stay strong and trust the process pretty much. And as always, do not over leverage. Do not use money that you cannot afford to lose, because if you do this, it might make you unhappy. And if you cannot tolerate a 15% drawdown in your trading account, then yeah, maybe you should try long-term investing. That's it with a little update. Hope you liked it, and yeah, guess I will see you in the next video. Have a great time. Good trades. Bye.